Since 2015, the GLC has brought us some memorable clashes for both better and worse. But tonight, an era ends. The curtain calls for the last time on boys basketball in the GLC, and we're here in Medina County. Holy name, Buckeye, maybe the biggest rivalry in the GLC outside of the Parma schools. It's up next one final time on your home for all Holy Name Sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. A nice spring-esque night here to close out GLC and regular season play for boys basketball here in Medina County as the 7-14 Buckeye Bucks host the 13-8 Holy Name Green Wave. Good evening, everyone. I am Nathan Smee alongside me on the call. We had a special guest, so special I did not think of him Tuesday, but now we got him. Mr. Ontko, glad to have you with me, my friend.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the invite. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Haven't called a boys game yet with me, but now you get to do it, and a perfect game to do so. The final ever GLC Boys Basketball game. It's today, and then never again. Look at that.
It is, and I'll tell you,
Can I please have everyone's
the years in the
attention
GLC
real quick?
have been some great years. There's been some great
Hi,
battles
everyone.
in all
My name's
sports,
Bree,
and I will miss the
Sophomore
GLC.
and a second-year Buckeye Hope Squad member. Hope Squad is a peer-to-peer suicide prevention program. Our purpose as Hope Squad members is to help anyone who may be struggling and to support them in getting the resources they need. We are trained to handle difficult situations we may find ourselves in and how we can be there to help support our peers who may need it. Tonight we're doing a Hoops for Hope, which is a fundraiser and a way of bringing awareness to our group and what we're doing within the community. The money we make for this fundraiser will allow us to continue to reach out into our community and spread the word about Hope Squad. We have a table set up outside the gym where you can buy Hope Squad stickers and find mental health resources. Feel free to stop by and take a look if you get the opportunity. Anyone who buys a sticker is entered into a raffle, and the winner will be drawn during halftime. We would like to thank Mr. Snook, our principal, and Mr. Myers, our athletic director, for supporting this event. We would also like to thank the boosters for generously donating popcorn to anyone who wore a Hope Squad shirt, and Crafty Paws for donating the tumbler. At this time, I'd like any Hope Squad members to please stand up so we can recognize you. Thank you, everyone.
I heard a great message there. Hope Squad, great overall program.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Now passing over to the PA announcement.
Buckeye
Announcements. It's pretty loud in here, Mr. Ross.
This is one of the loudest gyms we've been
between
in.
your
Louder the better.
Buckeye
Pass it
Bucks
off.
and the Green Wave of the Holy Name High School. Both Buckeye High School and Holy Name High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, and as such agree to abide by the highest standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. We live in a country with freedoms like no other. To honor America, please stand and join in the playing of our national anthem. The athletes in this game are friendly rivals, and we are all reminded that this is a game between high school students and that proper sportsmanship is both necessary and expected. Officials assigned to this game have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Today's officials are Larry Huffstetler, Michael Theology, and John Fugger. Now, let's meet the players in tonight's contest. Introducing first the starters from Holy Name High School. Senior number 10, Joe Lewis. Senior number 12, Adam Hubernick. Junior number 13, Aiden Butler. Senior number 23, Andrew Cole. Junior number 24, Aaron Riley. And now, let's meet the starters for your Buckeye Bucks. Sophomore guard, number 1, Austin Heyer. Sophomore forward, number 12, Derek Snyderberg. The man in the middle, sophomore, number 21, Turner Delata. Senior guard, number 3, Tyler Burgess. Senior forward, number 5, Casey Murray. Your Bucks are coached by Jeremy Solomowski and assisted by Justin Burgess, Rick Brewer, and Mike Nolan. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to both teams. Good luck and go Bucks!
The line goes go Namers, actually. But here we are in Medina County, the final ever GLC game. Something to know is on your court. Aaron Riley, number 24, his first career start for the varsity team. A couple of key absences for the starters at one end. Max Bowen, hip flexor injury. He is not here to play. He's on the bench, but he was not here. The flu game man himself, Drew Styers, not in the building today. He's watching out at home, cringing as he wishes he could be here. I already have a text saying, can I be here at halftime? Drew, feel free to text me updates of what you're feeling in this game at home. We will read them off.
Best wishes to you. Hope you feel better. Look forward to seeing you next week.
And that's how the start Holy Name wants. It'll be Delata getting the first bucket of the game. The Bucks strike first on their first offensive possession. It's a different kind of starting five for the Green Wave as Lewis posts up and matches with a bucket of his own. That is now 10 points in the last 2 games. Behind the court for the Green Wave, Butler, Riley, Cole, Lewis, and Humanek.
Really looking forward to seeing what Aaron Riley can do defensively. We know he can shoot, but with extended playing time, let's see you play some good defense and really get ready for the playoffs here because we're going to need you.
I'm excited to see Adam Humanek play as the number 1 option for the first time. As Tornado sinks a triple. 5 in a row for him. The Bucks are out to a 5-2 lead in the opening minute.
This is the dream start for Buckeye. 2 for 2 from the field. Get back into this zone defense.
Kind of surprising to see Turner, though, outside the arc. He's definitely a big body, the sophomore. But to get his way outside the arc and shoot, that is dangerous for the Bucks to have. As Cole moves on him. Fades away, no good. Board easily taken in by Derek Snyderberg. Him and his brother Jacob will command inside the paint, it seems, tonight. Higher inside, Snyderberg and in contact with Joe Snyderberg. A 7-2 start for the Bucks. This is exactly what the Medina County men wanted to have going for them early. Cole inside the paint, outside to Riley. He'll play it on the far side, take it in. Cannot finish, but Humanek puts it up, no good again. Gets it down in the paint, fades away, and gets it the fall.
It's a great way to pad your stats. 2 points and 3 rebounds.
Took 5 efforts probably combined finally falling. One possession game once again. Last year when we were here, it began January, it was another slow start. Humanick adding to the stat book again with a steal. Butler in transition, puts it up, and goes behind the backboard, and stays with O&M.
Butler had that look like he wasn't surprised it got blocked. He had a nice smirk there.
Not the scoring type, Aiden Butler. 1.43 points per game on average through 21 contests. He looks to inbound, finds Cole immediately right on the baseline. Now Riley will distribute it. Keeping it right near us. Butler in the corner, takes it in. Outside, top of the arc for Riley. No good, out to Cole. He could have taken an attempt of his own. Instead, he will reset the offense from just inside the arc. Air ball and taken in by Carter Burgess. And here the air ball chance already starting. Delata. And good contact again finishes. He now has 7. Talk about an electric start. Humanick to match with a triple. No good. Air ball again. And it goes the opposite direction. And there's the air ball chance for the second time in 2 possessions.
If there's 2 people that won't be fazed by the chance, it is Andrew Cole and Mr. Humanick. They've been around and played a lot of games in multiple sports. And they'll be able to battle through that.
Cole's been able to do it in some big moments for Holyland throughout his time here. Higher, no good. Speaking of big moments on the football field, Higher a 57-yard house call in the first half against Holyland when we were here this past September.
One thing we won't miss about the GLC is the grass field at Buckeye.
That went out of bounds. The curved grass field, we didn't say.
Yes, the crowned field.
Crowned.
Yeah.
Parabolic, to use an medical term. Shout out Coach Lanza.
You know, it's hard when it's the only field that you play on that's natural grass. You know, when there's 3, 4, 5 fields, it's one thing, but when it's the only one, and then when you know, unfortunately, multiple times playing in the heavy rain, the downpour, you're just not used to it.
Lewis inside to the corner for Butler, a rare 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Humanick takes it in, another rebound, and another 2 points. He now has 4, and on both of them, they were second chance efforts. 9-6, 4:20 left to go in quarter number 1. Higher takes it in, stripped, and it goes to Butler. Holyland's defense gets a stop, up to Humanick quickly in transition. He loses it behind him, Higher flies in, Humanick on the ground, calls time. And they're going to call a jump ball before the timeout can be registered. Holyland will keep it, and Brody Blair will check in for the first time. Earliest we've seen him in a while, but when this kid gets hot, man, watch out.
Yep, and this is one of the exciting things about tonight's game is to see Brody Blair with the extended playing time, what he can do tonight.
Excellent mid-range from Humanick. Like you're saying, yeah, getting Boyer some more minutes is huge, especially going into next year. Even if he doesn't start, you've got to get him some reps and looks for next year. He's played really well in the early portion of this year. He was a spark plug off the bench. He was Aaron Riley before Aaron Riley got in the lineup. Snyderburn finishes off the rim. He now has 4, so all 11 points have come from Turner Delata and Derek Snyderburn. Riley right in front of the student section of the Bucks, kicks it to Humanick. In the paint, he is clobbered and fouled. It's either going to go against Delata or Snyderburn. We'll see what the official signals to us over here. It'll be against Snyderburn, his first.
Gloves on Buckeye number 12, Derek Snyderburn.
And in a GLC game, you're going to see plenty of physicality. That's the first foul of the game. 3:37 left to go in the first.
That is a pretty smooth start for us. 1 foul this late in.
And Humanick starts off good from the line, making his first. He now has 7 of the 9. The other 2 coming from Lewis. But going in, they've had woes from the line this year. So far now, 218 for 338. Before that shot, 64.39%.
And you're going to need that to be 70% come playoff time.
And that's the lower echelon as Humanick sinks both. It's now a 1-point game. Similar start to as it was last year. It was a rough start for O&M, but once it got into that third quarter, it was really Max Bolden in that game, in his final game he could play last year, that really helped O&M get that win in the end.
Speaking of last year, I did run into Mr. Pinero, Josh Pinero's father today after school. Pleasure to see him. Josh is playing at BW, also studying the sciences there. So best of luck to Josh Pinero. Had an unbelievable senior season that culminated in a all-state recognition.
And we saw plenty last year, number 2 making threes, and there it is again with Brody Boyer.
Yeah. I like the aggressiveness there from Brody. Came to play, he's fired up, ready to go, extra energy. And as poor as we played in the first 3 minutes, we're up 2, 13 to 11. It's a nice surprise right there.
We're not usually a first quarter team. That is a given for Holy Name. It's really the second quarter. There's a reason why last year Humanic's nickname was second quarter Humanic. He caught fire, get 12 points, and be done. But there were 12 crucial points in games. Looking at the game here last year, it was an 11-point game. That was the difference.
And that's the defense we want to see out of Aaron Riley. That's what we need to see from him.
Keeping him on his feet and not overcommitting, as you told him earlier today.
Yep. When you don't play all the time, you can sometimes lack some confidence. And the lack of confidence leads maybe falling for ball fakes quite often. Believe in yourself, play solid defense, make tough shots.
13-all, the seventh man will be coming off the bench very shortly in Jeffrey Jemison. Humanic floats, in and out, no good. Lewis, the putback is also no good. Delana goes in and gets the rebound. Up to DeMarco, who plays it nice. This is some good ball to Murray in the corner. That's beautiful basketball for the Bucks.
Murray.
What more do you want?
Beautiful passing.
It was light passes, 1 or 2 touches, and boom. They find a 3 in the corner and lead by 3. Another Casey Murray chance breakout from Buckeye. 2 minutes left to go in the first. 3-point Buckeye advantage as Humanic takes it in. Kicked out to Riley to tie it. He does! The most underrated 3-point shooter in the GLC strikes his first 3 of the contest. So far, 2 threes for Holy Name, coming from players who, in December, really didn't get much of a run. Holy playing excellent defense on Avalon. Being called now. It goes to Kleinbiel and to Delata. He's gotten by Lewis, not enough to finish for Delata. And there's the end. 11 points for him, 4 field goals in the 3. They need a chance for and 1.
They got the matchup they wanted on the switch. He had the smaller man. Pays off.
And on your screen, you can see on number 23, Nolan Kleinbiel, the freshman, 6'7", not even listed on the freshman JV or varsity roster that they gave you at the door. A real hidden gem, if there's really the definition of a hidden gem.
It is hard to find big men, and it is hard to find big men that can move.
And 1 is made. It's now a 3-point game once again. So Riley's 3 has been erased from the board. A lot higher scoring start than I expected. Buckeye, they don't average more or give up more than 60 points a game.
I really thought we were going to be in the 50s tonight.
I'd say 50 was the magic number going in, just given Holy Name's top 2 options aren't on the court, but yet they still have 16 points and counting in Q1.
Yep. Yeah, it's a nice surprise.
Off-ball screen against Cole, and it'll go the opposite direction. It'll be a hold. That's the given call. You can't be giving up off-ball fouls in this game. That's foul for number 3. Well, the guy like Cole, if he fouls out, you want all 5 fouls to be in the paint.
You want them to be worthwhile fouls too, like preventing a layup, setting a poor screen there, not the kind we're hoping for.
Nice job by Jeffrey Jemison to take it, puts it up, and block it out! What a job by Derek Snyderberg to fly him a nosebleed foul! Wow, that's a big call early in this one, Mr. Ontko. I don't know.
Oh, it's just rattling up the fans even more. You want rowdy, you got it now.
Look how the boos ring out for a quick second. It's getting loud in here. Jemison's first. He sinks it and finds the nylon. But wow, an excellent job from Snyderberg, but unfortunately for him, a foul.
That downward motion is something that refs do not like at all. Moving your arm downwards a lot of times ends up in a penalty.
He splits them. Cole trying to get a piece of it, Riley. And she's going to Buckeye and it does.
Jeffrey Jemison hopefully going to be able to repeat trip to states and track this season. When the basketball season's over, hopefully deep run. Another chance to go to states, hopefully.
And going back to that foul by Snyderberg, that is one you're willing to give up. I hate to give an example from last week's Lakewood game where a lot of calls were given. I'm sorry, Drew. I have to look at foul number 5. The light contact off of the play. And unfortunately, one to foul out on. Was there a foul? Probably not, but that's one that we're trying to avoid. And now a foul will be called on the shot that will send a lot to the line. It looks like we're getting a repeat of Lakewood.
This is stirring the pot. This is starting to turn into a pretty exciting game.
When these two teams play, it's a fierce competition. These two schools do not like each other, and it's surprising because outside the GLC, they have really nothing in common.
No, not at all. But that's what hurts about us, Holy Name and Elyria Catholic being voted out of the league is, you lose some of these games like this, these intense matchups.
That one good. So he's 3 for 3 from the line. And look at the football schedule for next year. No other GLC teams are on the schedule.
And that is not a surprise. That is not a surprise.
Instead, we'll have away days like Niles McKinley. As board launches, no good. Nice job there by Klingbeil getting up and grabbing that board. But the away days next year, Mr. Ontko, have fun. There are going to be some rough ones.
Yeah. And one thing that's nice about the GLC was these close games.
West Holmes-Gilderberg is not going to be a fun away day in Week 10 for anyone.
Similar sized schools.
That one out of bounds. It'll be an inbound on the baseline with 2.7 on the clock. It'll be the Bucks leading by 4. Holy Name could cut it to 2 or 1. Or if a madness happens, they could tie it up. Colgan inbound finds him at the buzzer. Airballed into the hands of DeMarco. Jump ball, it will not matter. And that will end the first quarter. Buckeye leads 21-16 over the Buckeye Bucks. We'll take a break here. Buckeye up by 4. One quarter in the books. In Medina County, the Bucks, the home team, they're up by 4 as you get things back underway. I am able to see alongside me, Holy Name Theology teacher, Mr. Kevin Ontko. A 3 for Delata. It's Groundhog Day! We start on the second and on the first.
Absolute surprise start for these two teams. Combined 38 points at the end of the first quarter, not expecting that much offense.
Butler takes it inside, puts it up, air ball. Delata takes, that's the 3rd air ball in the last couple minutes. Delata quickly takes it down the right side, goes up, puts it up, no good, grabs his own rebound, hook. No good again, board by Lewis as he boxes out and does a nice job reaching out his arms and boxing away. Boyer has it top of the arc, takes it in,
Nice
uncontested,
take.
easy layup for him.
Take. There you go. There you go, Brody.
He now has 5. Buckeye inbound, 24-19, 5-point game with 7 to go in the first half. A lot higher scoring than expected at this point in the game, but still plenty of basketball in Medina County.
I would say 2 big surprises, more points and less fouls.
100% agreed. Jump ball, not surprised to see plenty of those.
Yeah. Neither team shooting at the end of the first quarter, a little bit of a surprise for me.
I think both teams want this game bad. Holy Name, they want to go back-to-back undefeated GLC champs. Buckeye, they want to ruin the party. They want another one as they have got fire at the end of the year.
And Buckeye has not had the year that they had hoped to have. And so you want to end on a positive note. You want to, at home, finish on a good note.
They want to get ready to go on the road to play the Revere Minutemen on Tuesday night. For round of the playoffs. A winnable game for them. Or does the defense, and they call it a foul.
Both teams with reasonable draws.
Actually, no, they're going to say hold an in ball. Nice job by Butler getting in there. Butler's defense, that has been his calling card all year. I think everyone can agree on that. There's a reason we call him the Jackrabbit.
Oh, football, basketball, he is a defensive stalwart.
Cole from downtown. No good. Ball by Kleinbiel a little bit off of where he wanted it, but he does a nice job to keep his arm around it. Here they go quickly. DeMarco in the other corner. No good. Bounce around. Cole the rebound. And now here come the namers. Cole goes left. And charges Cole. That goes the opposite direction. First charge call of the evening as Riley should have checked in. All right, it's time for the Styers report, part 1. We have 3 different notes here. His words, we got to keep attacking the gaps in the zone. We need to spread them out when they're in man. If we can keep them out of the paint, they can't score other than those 2 threes. There we go.
Thank you, Drew.
And the last one about the threes came after the one to start off the quarter for Delano. 24-19, 6 to go. Higher kicks it out, a 3 for Burgess. No good, tips around. Kuna gets it to Lewis. And Hohenheim avoids giving up any points. Riley has it in the corner, takes it in for the pass from Boyer, chucks back. Burgess gets a piece, but Lewis comes down with it in the end. Into Humanek. He'll take it out, mid-range. No good off the side of the rim. And taken down by Kleinbiel. Still a 5-point game. Hohenheim liking the long-range shooting, but driving inside would really help them. Kleinbiel had an opportunity to launch, jumps in, off of Delano's hands, into Humanek.
Beautiful help defense. Beautiful help defense by Humanek.
Hohenheim flushes up the court. Screen by Lewis. Humanek works off it for a 3. And he sinks it! Humanek makes it now a 2-point game. He's going back to his roots in the second quarter, making threes.
Help side defense, hits the 3. That's a good little 30 seconds for Mark Humanek. Adam Humanek. His dad is Mark.
A lot of the match. Off kilter, board by Boyer. Going into Lewis, a nice job for him getting up. Now you're going to see him working off the glass. Boyer steps back, cuts right, hands it off to Humanek behind him. Humanek having himself a nice little game, has 11. Butler by the pseudo possession and gets it to Humanek before Kleinbiel gets a piece of it. And now it goes back to Aaron Riley. He'll work his way in for Butler. He thought about it. He saw it this time. Hook, no good. Board by Burgess, but tipped away by Lewis. Trips away and finishes off the glass. An excellent sequence for Joe Lewis. 5-0 run and a timeout for the Bucks.
Boy, the quick feet of Joe Lewis right there. Nice rebound, but then to get back in the paint for a little 2-footer. Beautiful footwork.
Lewis this year averaging 2.5 per game. But in the last 2 games, 8 points a career high. And for tonight, he's on his way to having 2 career high games in a row.
He has had a good last few weeks, hasn't he?
And speaking of last good couple of weeks, you got to look at Buckeye. Going into the Hohenheim game, they had 1 win. Since that lone win against Valley Forge, stop me when you've heard a meaningless win. Normandy, North Olmsted, Medina Christian Academy, who shout out to them, won their first ever game in the OHSAA play to begin the year.
Oh, fantastic.
The D4 outfit. Valley Forge again, with a really impressive one, a 6-point victory. Avon Lake beating the Shoremen. That is a statement win for the Bucks.
That's a good win.
And the losses they have aren't bad either. Hawken by 11. Hawken, they've had a really good year. Top 10. Bay, Westlake, Lakewood, obviously a quality loss. Normandy, Norton by 3. Cuyahoga Heights by 9. Olmsted Falls, 13. That's not bad at all for them. Hohenheim, obviously, we played them off the court from the second quarter onward in that game. Highland by 7. Lakewood in OT. Keystone, EC, and River in OT. And shout out to Coach Murray of Rocky River, got his 350th win Tuesday against the Bucks.
Fantastic. I'll tell you, that's another that Lakewood matchup in the GLC with Hohenheim. That'll be another rivalry missed. Well, that's been a pleasure in basketball. Absolute pleasure.
Hardwood classics all the way around the last 4 matchups. Into the corner it goes for Murray, who has a 3 already on this near side. He'll take it in, hands it off to Delano, tipped away by Boyer, but it goes right back to Turner. And cranked away by Boyer again. He falls on the deck. Delano gets it away to Humanek. And it goes the opposite way. And the foul's against Boyer. Coach Penn can't believe neither can the fans.
That's a tough one.
You can hear Mr. Styers yell, that's terrible, and he has a point.
Oh. Well, and I'll tell you what, it tells a lot about the Styers family. When your son is at home sick and your family's still here supporting the team, that's what family is about, and that's what the school's about.
And you know how much this team means to Drew Styers. The blood, sweat, and tears he put out Tuesday night exemplified it. There was his flu game. I asked him today what it would have been, but he said no, that Strasburg game was. He put it all out on the court, and what ended up being a loss. What a game for him.
Well, there's no Ohio high school shot clock. You score 35 points in a high school basketball game in Ohio, that's something, because there's no shot going up every 15, 20 seconds, right? Teams slow things down. There's possessions sometimes that are a minute, and to score 35 in a high school game against a fantastic Scruggsville team, that's really saying something.
And I say over and back, Buckeye not happy about it. Maybe you can call it when I make a pull. I thought it was a tip. Either way, it goes the right way. The win in as Riley cannot sink this one off the side of the iron. Taken now by Kleinbiel. We're still at 24 as the offense is starting to slow down a little bit. Kleinbiel, nice right-hand hook to Delata defense. That hook was nasty. It's right over his head, lobbed it to Delata. There's chemistry. Give it, pulls up. No good off iron. Lewis gets a piece of it and grabs it down. He now has 6. What a first half by Joe Lewis once again. He has caught fire offensively in the last couple of games. Now with 6 points, averaging 6.5 about.
And I'd just like to say, as a former student of mine, and to be able to talk to Joe in the cafeteria and lunch and study halls, absolutely a fantastic young man. Polite, respectful, just a great, great kid.
Here's Boyer. No good. Board by Burgess. Lewis did an excellent job getting in there and distributing it on an excellent pass out to Butler, but no points come from it. Austin Heyer near side. There he is! The sophomore sensation opens up his score account. Now Honeyham's going to push up the court quickly again. 29-26. And last year when Heyer started to get hot in that game, the He's a Baby chance came out. I remember that one vividly. Austin Heyer, one of the top athletes in all the GLC. Kimina takes it in the corner for Boyer. It's in! He's able to match the efforts from Austin Heyer and tie it back up at 29. He now has 8 points in the first half. Welcome back to the court, Brody Boyer.
And look at the defensive effort, too. On the defensive end, he's really getting after it.
He's had one heck of a first half. And to Kleinbiel. Butler gets a piece and 2 months in the and one. Excellent job. Standing in the fire by Nolan Kleinbiel and finishing the job.
I know that's one Aiden would love to have back.
DeMarco will check in for the Bucks. Cole and Jemison for the Green Wave. Butler and Boyer out for the Green Wave and Heyer out for the Bucks.
I'll tell you what, Brody Boyer with some very good minutes there. Very good.
Arguably the best run he's had all year. The most he's had in a varsity game is 9 in his career.
Well, you get an opportunity, you try to make the most of it, and he's done it so far.
And that's just the character of Brody Boyer. He did an excellent job after coming back from injury last year to make some moves on JV.
Oh, he had a great JV year.
And even with the finger sling he had to wear that kept popping off during the games. Mm-hmm. 2 vivid memories of JV basketball last year.
He had a great JV year.
Brody Boyer's finger tape thing falling off, and Coach Lanza extending every game till 7:30. Lewis, to tie his career high, cannot do it on that shot. DeMarco boxes out Jemison and brings it down.
Nope. Don't do it.
And in the end, he did not. Nice job by Jeffrey to apply the pressure, but not too much.
Walking the tightrope there.
That's Jeffrey. Near corner to Murray. Kasimanik against him. Spinning to the left outside. Delata. No good on the back of the iron. Nice job by DeMarco, but steps out of bounds before he can get it back in bounds. That's the right call. It goes back the opposite direction.
Special shout out to Mrs. Gina Rainey. Happy birthday today.
Happy birthday, Miss Rainey, indeed. So now minute 14 to go in the first half. Hoyningham down by 2, but still within an arm's reach. Kiminick pumps, does a nice job, fades away, and sinks the mid-range. Changes the speed and connect. That's Adam Kiminick's bread and butter.
This is what we needed out of Adam. The senior leadership, the shooting, and we're getting it.
Burgess, he's been quiet tonight, still on 0. The reason Drew wanted to play, among many reasons, was to have one last matchup against one of his good friends, and Carter Burgess.
Well, when you're a competitor and you've worked as hard as you have, as Drew's done in the weight room and on the court, it's tough to sit back and watch everything else take. When you put that much work in, you deserve to be able to play every game.
He'll end his regular season campaign on 23.8 points per game, an impressive number. Kleinbiel, clobber, and they all go to the line.
Again, that downward movement, whether there's contact or not, you got that arm going down, it's probably getting called.
And now that will send Kleinbiel back to the line. Boyer set the check back in. First one off iron, no good. Although I said count out my math for the scoring. I'm right. I miscounted the first time. There we go. All the points are on the board that I have.
Yeah, no courtesy board tonight, folks.
No courtesy board. Have to do the stats ourselves. As Kleinville splits them, he now has 3. 40 seconds left to go in the first half. O&M down by 1. Boyer for the first lead in a long time. Bang! Career high for Brody Boyer in the first half. He now has 11, has been the difference. That's got to feel good for Brody to get his confidence up.
George Washington Plunkett. I seen my opportunities and I took them.
And Delata missed on the other end. Delata's one heck of a player. Timonec takes it up quickly. He'll be hit. Tie game, 34. Last shot, hold it in. Can we have a buzzer beater like Strongsville last year? Timonec, Cole at the buzzer. Off iron, and that will end the first half with a rebound by Scott DeMarco. You wanted a hardwood plus the end of the GLC. You're getting it, ladies and gentlemen. It's 34 all. What an excellent job at both teams as we go into the break. Honors even, 34 all. Plenty of basketball left to go. 16 minutes and maybe a little bit more left in GLC history for boys basketball. Back on from the half here in Medina County at Buckeye High School, home of the Bucks. If you want a good game, you're getting one. It is 34 all. Before we get into the halftime recap, just a reminder, we'll be back Tuesday at 7 p.m. as O&M welcomes in Orrville to begin the OHSAA playoffs with a win. We'll then welcome in the Aviators of Alliance High School on Friday the 6000 Queens Highway. For same update in all the games we're covering, follow O&M Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. For same update in all of O&M Sports, follow O&M Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to O&M Athletics YouTube and put up push notifications to be notified when we go live. Our goal, or my goal, is to get 1,500 subscribers by the time that I'm handed the diploma I'm told to go kick rocks. Mr. Ontko, first game broadcasting basketball for you this year, has a perfect game to do it.
This has really been a great start. Better offense than maybe we expected. Both teams really getting after it. You can see guys getting extra playing time, really playing hungry, right? It's been nice.
I've enjoyed seeing Brody Boyer get back out there. Career high 11 points for him today. He's needed this one.
Not sure you could drew up the first half much better for Brody. Joe Lewis also major contributor in the first half. And of course, you know, Mr. Steady, Adam Humanek.
He said couldn't have drew up any better. Speaking of Drew, let's go get to him and his comments from the second quarter. Got to keep attacking the gaps, spread them out while they're playing in man. Good defensive stretches, getting rebounds, and he says, Brody is stepping up with 2 exclamation points. Happy for him.
Double exclamation point. Nice.
I told him the shout-outs are running out after today. He said they never run out. Well, Drew.
I'm not sure we'd have guessed 34 all at halftime. No team in foul trouble at all. Nice surprise.
Lanza must be in the building. It's a full court press to get things underway as Higher launches. No good. Kept in by Delata, but he's out of bounds beforehand. It'll go the opposite way. Delata, an excellent first half for him. 21 points. Really surprised a lot of people, as last time these two teams played, Buckeye in total, 46 points.
And a nice surprise from the outside shooting from Delata as well.
Not really surprised. I kind of am, though, at the same time. 2 threes for him. Humanek launches this one. No good. Nice box out by Delata to let Burgess get it. There's an off-ball play that will not be talked about at the end of this game. Delata, that was a high IQ play. Delata gets it up just in the nick of time. Picked off by Humanek against his fellow number 12, Snyderburn.
Speaking of high IQ.
Speaking of it, goes to Cole. He plants. He will have to go up against Derek Snyderburn. Cuts to the left of him, drives, hands it off to Lewis. The mid-range bounces around, no good. The mid-range has not been Joe Lewis's game. He's been in the paint. But I don't blame the shot. It was a good attempt.
I think that was a little extra unselfish there. I thought Cole could have drove in the open lane. And again, you never want to really fault somebody for sharing the ball, but it looked like he had an open lane to it.
That was an unlucky miss for Delata. Riley on the other end to give Hoyt the lead. Rejected by the bottom of the basket, no good. Burgess takes it up the court. He still has no points. Into Snyderburn, and he finishes over Lewis. He now is up to 6. The lead is up to 2 for the Bucks. Get back to the basics. That's all we need. Boyer takes it in for 13. No good. Off back iron. Board by Carter Burgess. And chucked almost out of bounds.
Wow,
Fire does a
yeah.
nice job to turn around.
Almost lost it on the fingertips there.
Cole plays excellent defense and forces the missed shot from the sophomore. Cole, a football player by trade, has the IQ of a seasoned veteran. Almost bounced it, and Lewis grabs the board out to Cole. Here he comes. No good. Board by Delano, but Riley gets a piece, and it goes to Burgess in the end. Pinball goes to the Bucks. Nice stretch from the Bucks, though. They allowed a couple shots, went in, grabbed rebounds, took some time on the clock, and now they reset and go again.
Yep.
Nice screen set by Snyderburn. Goes around the arc. Murray has it in the corner near Riley. He'll play it out, top of the arc. Derek Snyderburn to the corner. Burgess, he will take it out. And Buckeye, they are slowing things down and doing an excellent job of trying to find the open look. Delano, he'll hand it out. Boyer right there to try to get a piece. And blocks it away to Humanek. An excellent bit of defensive work made by Humanek as he tries to tie it up. He cannot do so. The defense from Boyer only gives Hohenheim an extra possession.
Boyer's defense is fantastic tonight.
He's done an excellent job stepping up when this team has needed him to do so. In need of a second option to Humanek tonight, and he has done a great job answering the call. Snyderburn going for the rebound, and it rips away. Humanek does the work to Cole, and it goes to the green and white. Hands it out to Boyer for the lead. No good, but Cole puts it away. His first points of the game. Cole has done an excellent job growing throughout this campaign.
Very active Andrew Cole and Joe Lewis tonight.
Due to clairvoyancy, I don't know when exactly I said that basket's in, but I said it before it went in. It looked that good off the hand. Higher have it near his student section, 36 all. Only 4 points combined in the first 2 minutes. The first half, I should say, of the start. Another block by Brody Boyer. Here comes the green wave. The first one was in vain. Can the second one lead to a lead? And it does not.
Out of bounds, Buckeye.
You know, last time out, Styers, he did the hustle plays. Tonight is Boyer. He is going out there and having the game of his life.
Really is.
Lewis, he will check out. He will stay on 6 points. Still only the 4 points scored. 2 from Cole and 2 from Snyderburn. As we are now almost officially halfway through the third quarter. Who would have drawn this up given the halftime score? Almost another steal that Boyer that goes in. Kleinbiel for the lead. Air ball. Delano gets it, goes up and hit out of bounds. And it goes the whole in. Excellent defense being played by the green and white. They're putting on the clamps. How many blocks has there been this quarter? 5?
About 5.
That is how you respond to a lack of offense. The defense makes up for it.
The defense is really scrapping right now.
They're keeping you in this game. Cole plants.
That's the travel.
Too bad as it would have counted.
That foot slid, yep.
You saw that
Beautiful
slide.
move, but that slide.
And when you hear it too, it's hard to avoid the call. Still, 36 all. 3:45 to go in the third quarter. And what has been a scrappy game for both teams.
And boy, maybe a little bit of a curse. 4 total points in the second half after I raved about 34 all.
What a block by Delano! Boyer got it away, but Delano does the business to get it away. Kleinbiel, a steal by Boyer, but a foul. Boyer did the defense, but Delano went up them.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Everybody gets their shot blocked. You got it blocked. No big deal. We've all had it happen. Come back, keep playing. Don't lose your confidence.
And here comes the student section. Avalone checks in for the Bucks, but Hohenheim, their student section, decent numbers, quiet tonight, and a nice steal from the Jackrabbit.
Yeah.
Intercepted.
Yeah.
Where have you heard that one before?
Yeah. Well, you're chanting, you got swatted, and next thing you know, Aiden Butler makes an unbelievable heady play.
Life comes at you fast.
Just like that.
And Humanek has a gift-wrapped opportunity to give Hohenheim back the lead. That's a moment of life just came at you pretty fast.
It does. You can't celebrate anything too long in sports. 3-second memory like a goldfish. Something good happens, great. Something bad happens, great. Just keep playing. But when you celebrate something good, boom, next thing you know, Aiden Butler, ball hawk.
Kivnick is holding in the lead. He now has 14 as Lewis checks in. Cole will check out for the time being. He has fought hard today. Still 2 points. He opened the scoring this half. But for the player that he is and the role that he plays, he's done an excellent job.
Yeah, Andrew Cole is one of those guys where you might not see a ton of stats coming his way. Drew Styers is going to stuff the stat box. Max Boland's going to stuff the stat box. But, you know, Andrew's one of those players that there's so many little things that he does that just don't really show up that you appreciate the more you watch him.
Nice job by Butler to hit it out of bounds. Use his foot. So inbound again, Avalone on the near side. He'll take it in and hand it off to Kleinbiel. With a full court press being used, it's Boyer and Riley meeting the box. Where they are able to get out of it. DeMarco right by the student section. Almost another steal by Boyer. And Riley gets a piece, but it's kept in by Kleinbiel. One man down for Holy Name Murray in the far corner. No good. Excellent defense being played by Lewis. And Kleinbiel finishes him in the pressure. He now has 5. Boyer will take it up once again for the Green Wave. He's had an excellent game. Into Lewis, spins, and able to match. Too much zip on that one. And now here come the Bucks. Delano, kick out of bounds.
Off his knee. Off his knee.
And it stays. They're going to say Boyer on the last piece. But once again,
great
another
hands.
job.
The great hands, great hands.
And you can hear Paul Gordon, you got swatted. There you go. Here's the one-man student section at a couple games this year. The main one, Hoban. Murray inside. Delano posting up and finishes over giving it. He now has 23.
Paul sometimes likes to start yelling during the JV games, which is always pretty interesting, yes.
Lewis inside the paint. Hands it back out to Boyer. Kicks to the far side of Paul. But we do love Paul Gordon, what he does. He loves his school, you can tell.
Paul brings energy. Paul is not apathetic.
Murray chucks it up to DeMarco. And blocked out of bounds once again by Brody Boyer.
Great hands again.
Who is this kid? Brody Boyer or Shaquille O'Neal? The main difference is here, Mr. Out of all differences, he can make free throws.
Yeah.
Riley will check out, but Boyer, once again, he flew in there. High point at the Kleinbiel. There's a 6'7" height being used. Low point pass, it goes to Cole.
Smart play by Humanick.
Now holding in, they'll reset once again. Boyer pumps, takes it in, out to Cole for the lead.
Cole from about 27.
There's Max Boland's annual long shot, but it goes to Kleinbiel. It's blocked by Boland. He does it twice.
Oh!
Does it?
Are you kidding me?
Who is the lead?
Oh my goodness!
What a
6'7", swatted by 5'7". Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? A foot difference, and that's called hustle. Oh my gosh!
There is your momentum.
Are you kidding me?
Delano, hook, no good. Board by Boyer. The momentum has switched.
Things, when you want it, things can happen. Great things.
Boyer takes it in.
Unbelievable.
And unable to
Unbelievable.
finish. What a sequence.
6'7" by 5'7". Unbelievable.
In the words of the student section, you got swatted.
He's a freshman? Yes, he is.
Out of bounds. It will stay on this side, but oh my goodness.
His cage has been rattled by Aiden Butler.
Boyer was starting to get consideration for the jackrabbit, but Aiden Butler said, no, that's my title.
Are you kidding me?
I think Sports Center might have to pick that one up.
Everybody gets their shot swatted. What are you going to do afterwards? Forget about it.
That's your welcome to the GLC moment. And a steal by Joe Lewis. The defense has been immaculate this quarter. 6 points allowed in 7 minutes.
We have 13 total points scored this quarter, which is probably what we thought was going to happen.
Only
in
7.
The first and second.
Only 7.
It's 34-34 at half, so 13 combined.
13 combined, there we go.
Yeah, 13 combined.
Cole has it, settling 20 seconds to go. He takes it in, jumper over Kleinbiel, and an excellent jumper from Cole. He now has 4, all of them coming this quarter. Last shot, Buckeye, they can tie it up with a 3 to go into the 4th. Avalone being hit, taking in Kleinbiel, and he's fouled before he slams it home. No shot, an excellent use of the block, and fouled by Butler. That was high IQ.
Very high IQ. What a quarter. What a defensive quarter.
One last play. Holy Name leads by 3. Can they top it off with the lead going into the 4th? They can. Styers over the glass after that.
After 3, the Green Wave.
3 quarters in the books here at Buckeye High School. Your score, Holy Name 43, Buckeye 42. They've turned things around since the first quarter, and we have an exciting game. 8 minutes of regulation left to go in GLC Boys Basketball history. You don't want to go anywhere. In the words of Drew Styers, okay, Aiden. That gets us ready for the 4th quarter of play at Buckeye High School. It's 43-42, but it would have been the other way around if Aiden Butler did not have springs on par with a slinky.
The Buckeye fan section right now would be going bonkers after a dunk and a lead, and instead they're down 1 and got a little quieted. Unbelievable.
I have no words. Butler has did a madness, and a steal out the gate by Snyderburn. Butler, he gets moved this time, and they finish up the glass, and they lead once again. He now has 6 this half. Give him 10 overall. Butler takes it in, out to Cole. He launches. Off back iron, board by Snyderburn. The moment's over. Let's reset and get back to the basics.
Yep.
It was a slow offensive quarter for Holy Name, and it continues.
Let's work shots through Humanick, Riley, Boyer at this half. Let's get Joe and Andrew on the boards.
Play your role.
And some solid basketball doing your role. We got a shot.
And here's a surprising error. The Snyderburn brothers miscommunicate.
Yeah.
It's one thing to see 2 sophomores miscommunicate. That's what it's listed as. But to see 2 siblings miscommunicate, that is another. Holy Name needs to capitalize off of it. Butler takes it top of the yard with 7 to go. Hand off behind on the run by Humanick. Takes it outside the yard. Takes it to the right side. DeMarco in his face, applying the pressure. Doing an excellent job. Just getting a piece of the elbow. Cole called over the screen. Works right. Has an option to go in. Moves. Kicked out to Butler. Butler keeps it in, but goes out of bounds as he tried to do so. It'll go the other way.
That's the last two possessions, not getting good shots.
Inbound behind. Jacob Snyderburn hasn't played much, and miscommunication almost again. Avalone gets it. Boyer at the spark plug, about to check back in. Coach Patton's running a very shallow bench, only 2 guys off it tonight. And a Derek Snyderburn to the corner. DeMarco for 3. No good. Board by Jacob Snyderburn flying in. Minimal impact, but a big one. Kleindale for 3. No good off front iron, and taken in by Lewis. 6:15 to go in regulation. Buckeye looking really good out of the gate.
Need a good shot this drive, this possession.
That one not it. Board by Lewis, taking in Butler. Puts it up.
Oh.
He overcompensated for that one. Pivots out to Cole, hands off to Riley. Bang! Aaron Riley from downtown! And a timeout call! You can never game point enough for the most underrated shooter in all the GLC. That's a big sign for him to get back on the scoreboard. He now has 6.
That one extra pass to go from Cole to Riley, a great choice.
That is big. Holy Name leads by 2. It's a tight contest to end out the GLC. 5:56 left to go in regulation here in Medina County as we wrap up the GLC for boys basketball. It's 46-44. Aaron Riley has 6, has been the difference tonight with his 3 that just restored Holy Name's advantage. If you're guys tuning in, I am Nathan Smee alongside me, Holy Name Theology teacher, Mr. Kevin Ontko. Mr. Ontko, this has been exciting so far.
This has been a great game. Absolute pleasure to watch, be a part of.
Do we see back-to-back overtime games?
Oh my gosh.
Delata clobbered, no good. Cole gets the board, that's a big stop for the defense. And Delata almost caught Cole sleeping. This is where you need some points to continue to establish a lead. You need a 2-possession lead.
Quality possession, good shot.
Round down to 5:15 at earliest. Delata attempts out of play. So that will help the clock as it stops at 5:23. Without going in, maybe 50 was the magic number. 46-44, and if we have another slow couple possessions, maybe.
You're right. It could be mid-50s anyways, huh?
Holy Name usually averaging above mid-60s in Nicole after Blair slipped to the ground. Nice job for him to get rid of it before it was being called for a travel. Cole for 3. No good. Lewis grabs the rebound, puts it up. He's hit. Goes down, gives it away to Humanek. And Holy Name's offense can reset. Excellent job from Lewis to be selfless and get rid of it. Works off the screen. Humanek does. On the far side to Cole. Less than 5 to go. Takes it in the paint. Kleinbiel in his face. Pivoting outside to Humanek. Holy Name will reset once again. They've had the ball for a minute. Jumper. No good.
That's the shot they wanted, though. That's a good shot for us.
And a foul called. I don't mind it.
It's only the first 2.
4:38 on the clock. I kind of like it.
Yep. But that was a good shot for us.
I feel like we would like to see more fouls now for both teams. I feel like if both teams, if it's a tight game, or if one team has a lead, 2 minutes left to go, they're going to need to start fouling. I hate to say 2 minutes. That's really early to start fouling.
Yeah.
But look at the fouls.
Yeah.
You got to be able to send to the line if you can. In the Kleinbiel, clobbered. No good. He's fouled. That's the second one in a row. Right call made. Since the first quarter, I thought these refs have really found their stride and gotten even the small calls right. Kleinbiel will now go to the line for 2 big free throws. The freshman has 5. Now has 6. To keep your composure in this kind of game is big. As Cole checks out now, he'll hobble out. You can tell he's getting tired.
Cole's a max effort guy.
From first buzzer to last one, he plays. Both are made by Kleinbiel. It's 46-all. We're tied again. And now it's he can't drive. That's an interesting one for the freshman. Boyer takes it back outside the arc. Still nothing in this half. Still an 11. But maybe he's saving his best for last. Works off it, pumps. Gets rid of it before the travel. Outside to him at the top of the arc. Kick to the corner. Boyer for 3. Bang! Brody Boyer is indeed saving his best for last. He now has 14. That's a big make in the corner.
Making the most of this. And you never know in the playoffs when you need a little more time from somebody.
He has earned himself
some more playing time. Yep.
What a day to do it. Delata and Kleinbiel. And there it is. 3 seconds. It goes the other way.
You know, you don't see a lot of 3-second violations called, but boy, he was in there for about 7.
Humanek leads the way with 18, but Blair with 14. And a toss-up for player of the game on Holy Name's side. On the other side of things, 23 points for Turner Delata. That's going to be their player of the game. But only 2 this half. Blair, another 3. No good this time. Board by Burgess. And now Buckeye has another chance to push the court. Burgess still looking for his first basket of the game. He pivots out top. Kleinbiel. Delata turns to the left side, spins. No good. Board by Humanek amid the swatting effort by Burgess. Holy Name been calling for an all game to push up the court. And a timeout called by Coach Pat.
It's a great time to call one.
Yeah, plenty of them. There's no award for keeping your timeouts on the board.
Nope.
It's a tight game, ladies and gentlemen. 3:04 left to go in the history of GLC in regulation. Holy Name leads by 3, courtesy of Brody Boyer. 3:04 left to go in regulation. It's a 3-point game. Brody Blair on 14, the difference. After his three gave Hoynan back their lead. The juniors have done an excellent job of giving them back leads tonight. Lewis is clobbered as Snyderburn falls to the ground and draws the foul. That's Buckeyes first.
Just make one, Joe. Just make one, bud.
This is a big time for him to get his free throws on point.
Buckeye foul for 12.
Joe's free throws against Lakewood were huge. Here's another opportunity.
Makes both, he ties his career high. Cole will check back in a minute.
There you go, kid.
First made. Cole will check in for Riley. For a second, I thought they were going to do for the shooter. Instead, they'll leave Lewis in, and I like that move.
Yeah.
You got to be big. Riley will sit on the bench and get a breather before they need him. Would not be surprised to see him and Butler alternate rotations.
Offense, defense, offense, defense.
Patton started that against Ridgeville as Lewis sinks both. There he is. Ties his career high. Once again, for the second straight game, he had 2 career highs.
Again, polite kid, nice kid, a real gentleman, Joe Lewis.
And we call this week meaningless basketball.
This is the most exciting meaningless basketball I've been a part of.
By far. Inside, Snyderburn goes low, keeps it in, out of bounds against Humanick. What a job, though, on that possession by Derek Snyderburn to get low and keep it in bounds. That would have taken momentum away from Buckeye in bounds. It's now 5 points. It's manageable, 2.5 to go for the Bucks if they want to do something there. We'll see what kind of purposeful basketball they can play. Snyderburn, Burgess in the corner.
They got the mouse in the house.
DeMarco rolls around, no good. Big board by Burgess going up for it. Almost an over the back against Cole. That could have been called, but it stays in the box. Burgess works off a screen. Delano for 3. No good. Board by DeMarco. He's clobbered. That's a foul on Boyer.
That's a foul. That's a no-doubter. 3 on the Green Wave, 1 on the Buckeye Bucks.
And unfortunately, they're not announcing how many they have fouls total. But it has to be a decent amount for Boyer, maybe 3. Delano spins in, puts it up amid pressure, cannot fall.
There you
and
go.
Giving it gets a big board.
There you go.
Maybe the biggest one of the game thus
That
far.
was a huge rebound.
I would like to say a couple points ended. Far side to Boyer. Outside to Butler. Hoynan to play keep away. Boyer in the corner, takes it in, floater. No good. Cole trying to rip it away.
Jump ball. There
Jump
you go.
ball called. It goes to Buckeye.
There you go.
An excellent job from Cole not to foul.
Yep.
Well, here it is. You gotta score if you're Buckeye. You need something on the board.
And it does not have to be a 3. Take a good 2.
That is not what you want.
Take a good
Butler.
2.
They will have to wait for it. It might be time to start fouling. Butler gets it away to Boyer. It's time to play keep away, ladies and gentlemen. In the corner to Humanick. He launches it. No good. Board by Cole. That's big. Puts it up. Spinning. No good. Goes down. Humanick boards it. Timeout Cole.
Great timeout. Great
And he
timeout.
wastes time. That's huge.
Humanick with 2 big rebounds in the last minute here.
He has to have a double-double by now. 51-46, a minute 20 to go in regulation. Hoynan looking solid. Minute 20 on the clock. Boyer on the inbound is fouled immediately.
Buckeye foul, number 25.
Foul will go against DeMarco. But if you're just tuning in, 51-46, minute 19 to go. 1 second drill off the clock. Buckeye just trying to foul as much as they can. They have to give 2 more, and the third one will send one into the line. Goes back to Riley. Now just do your job and try not to give a turnover up. Riley takes it in and turns around. Hands off to Humanick. Time's running off the clock. There are 10 seconds drilled off. Riley has it now. 15 off the clock since he started and off the foot of Burgess. 15 on the dot since we inbounded. That has been drilled off the clock.
You have 3 really quick players that you're trying to cover right now.
Just got to keep your man and do what you can to get the ball. And not a foul as well. Immediate foul not going to work. Lewis spins, hands out to Humanek. He's being trapped in the paint. That might be 3 seconds. Timeout called. And it's just called in time. They're calling for a jump ball when Buckeye didn't even have a hand on the ball.
They didn't even have a hand on the ball. Yep. Which I give all the referees credit. How you take the words from the coaches, the words from fans, the words from players. You got to tip your cap to these guys for coming Friday nights, Tuesday nights, Saturday afternoons, Wednesday nights to ref girls and boys basketball. The game doesn't go, it's a scrimmage without them. And to take some of the crab, and I tip my cap to them. It's not for everybody. And the game is only made possible because of you.
It's not an easy job being a ref amid just a bunch of things in general. Tempers flare, but at the same time, they're volunteers that get paid a little bit of money.
Absolutely.
They're not paid a little bit of money to go and ref.
And
they're basically volunteers.
Yeah, and you are a part of some of the greatest memories people have in life. It's their grandson playing basketball. It's their granddaughter playing basketball. It's their brother, their sister. It's part of these great memories that only is possible because the referee's there as well.
It was never going to be easy for Honan to win this game. Styers at home on the couch. Bolin out of the hip flexor. A lot of adversity going into today. But as I've said for years now, adversity is the rally cry of Holy Name High School.
And Coach Patton has never made excuses. It's always been next man up. Coach Patton has never complained about a guy being out, being injured, anything.
And the 7 guys that have stepped foot on the court today have all impressed.
Coach Patton's expectations do not change. He expects everybody to play their best. He expects them to play as a team. And when it happens, there you go.
And one for Aiden Butler! That might officially seal the game! Wow! What a job by Butler! He felt the contact went up, and that essentially does it.
That's smart play. Smart play by Aiden Butler.
Cole checks in for Riley. Higher in the game for Snyderburn. But that's big. 7-point game. Butler can make it an 8-point game. Hasn't scored up until this point. It couldn't have come at a better time.
He had more blocks and more steals combined than he did points.
And a rebound by Cole right out of the bench. And foul, so that will send Cole to the line.
What a team effort tonight, folks.
This has been great team basketball. Not a lot of scoring, but this has been a team effort all the way around. From guy 7 to guy 1.
Yeah. I'd like to give a few shout outs to administration for allowing us to have a great Spirit Week this week. All the work that Mrs. Williams-Bahari, Mrs. Wallace, Mr. Gallagher, all the class moderators, all the class officers put into this past week for Spirit Week. It was a lot of fun this week. Great. When we say, Holy Name's a family, you got to see it this week.
Shout out Mr. Koza for dressing up as Taylor Swift. That was the best thing I saw all week.
It eliminates any other bad memories of the week, seeing Mr. Koza and Dublin come out for the lip sync.
Buckeye at the death, higher the 3. No good, off fire, tips around, Blair tips it. It goes to higher. Butler, a piece by Warrior. It goes backcourt, no call. Murray launches. Bang! AC Murray, a big 3. And timeout call for the Bucks.
Timeout, Buckeye.
It isn't quite over yet. Murray has 6. Holy Name thought the game was sealed by a backcourt over and back. But no, they say it's off a tip. And that was a 5-point game. So those free throws and one by Butler become even more important.
Absolutely.
I mean, look at 3 points right now on the and one. Rebound by Cole to put up the effort.
Yep.
3 points that Holy Name otherwise would not be having right now. And it'd be 49-51.
Yeah.
But instead, it's a 5-point, 2-possession game.
Against a much taller team, we've team rebounded, we've boxed out, we've been in the right position, and that's a high basketball IQ from these guys.
And I hear Coach Patton right by us. He's telling his team, go for the jump balls. It's possession arrow ups.
Yep.
One timeout left for them. That's the nice thing about this facility. It might be a little cramped, but you're right in front of the bench. You're going to hear Coach Patton telling the players. And they're trying to get an explanation on the tip ball as well. They're saying it looked like it was a tip, and that's all it was. Coach Patton satisfied with that answer. Inbound to Boyer.
And you can't call something you didn't see. Right? If you didn't see it, you can't call it as a referee.
Shot to Lewis. He puts it up. It's in! Joe Lewis has a new career high.
And
10 points.
3-possession game, and that should be it.
And that does it. A steal to Aiden Butler. Riley dribbles it up. Boyer, he lets it roll. 3, 2, Lewis. 12-point career high to close out the history of GLC basketball. Your final score, 58-49. The green and white win it.
Well, great team effort, team rebounding, passing. And somehow it ended up 58-49, Nathan. Somehow it still ended up in the 50s and 40s.
And as all you know, I give a player of the game brought to you by Keon Sports. For the second time, I am giving co-players of the game.
And it's the right call.
Number 1 with 18 points, Himmy Humanek. Adam, get yourself back onto the player of the game call, as you deserve to be. And number 2, who else? Brody Boyer, out of the lineup for months. 14 points and a spark plug off
Got
the
the
bench.
opportunity. He made the best of the opportunity. Fantastic, fantastic night.
It's exciting here, and that closes out our coverage of the regular season of Holy Name Boys Basketball. We're back at it Tuesday at home versus Orrville, and then with a win Friday at home against Alliance. To stay up to date on all the games we are covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay up to date on all Holy Name Sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And follow, subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube, and put on push notifications to be notified when we go live. But that'll do it from McDonough County. Holy Name, the winners, win 49-58. I've been able to see alongside Mr. Kevin Ontko. Mr. Ontko, thanks for coming out tonight.
Thank you for the invite. It was an absolute pleasure.
Always glad to have you on. Hoping to see you a little bit in spring as well. Hoping to see Braden Stone, our scorer man, on for a couple of games in spring. Thank you for all the support this regular season, and let's hope we get more and more going into the playoffs. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good weekend. And as always, go Namers.